What are your expensive hobbies?
Learning how to fly an airplane. Plane rental plus instructor fees equal about $250 an hour.
Damn, that was my next prospective hobby.
No joke, I messed around on flight sim for a few years and watched a ton of videos on YouTube. When I started flight school, I'd already known everything my instructor was telling me. At one point during ground school, he just said, "Alright, let's just get you up in the air," then added that I was by far his best student. $100 game saved me thousands in ground school hours. Miniature painting. My pile of shame is currently in a massive military surplus duffel bag under my bed. I am around 5'10", and can lay down flat in the bag. It weighs so much I can't lift it.
Miniature painting. My pile of shame is currently in a massive military surplus duffel bag under my bed. I am around 5'10", and can lay down flat in the bag. It weighs so much I can't lift it. Lego. Plastic crack.
This, so much. Also, the cost of the Lego is like the cheapest component of owning Lego. People who are new to Lego complain about the price of Lego. People who've been at it for a few years complain about the price of all the drawers and shelves and storage options. People who've been at it for longer complain about the bigger house they had to buy to set up their own Lego city. I grow plants. At first, sure, simple hobby. Cheap. Just a seed and some dirt. Then you start doing hydro. Experimental techniques. CO2 enrichment. High-powered LED lights and PPFD meters. Then comes the sub-400 wavelength light and light over 700 nanometers. Various sprays. ppm and pH meters. You went cheap before, now you gotta get blue, an expensive brand. Oh, you got some O2 decencies in your water, need an O2 meter. The list goes on and on.
That sounds like a very specific type of plant. Enjoy the fruits, or flowers in this case, of your labor.
Some of this is relevant for rare houseplants too. I just killed a $100 seedling Alocasia bambino pink variegated. Golf, probably. I guess it gets kind of expensive. I don't have that many hobbies though.
If you play casually, it's not so bad. If you're trying to get competitive, it's really expensive.
It's funny how I've had to defend golf as not the elitist hobby family, friends, and acquaintances think it is. At my lowest income level in my life, I was playing the most golf and people couldn't fathom it. I had a used set of clubs, played cheap balls, sometimes even the refurbished ones from Walmart, and would book favorable times on booking apps for $20 to $25 rounds. No, these were not amazing courses, but I didn't care. Whenever someone played the "golf is for rich people" card, I became the "well actually" guy real quick. But, like others have said, if you want to play incredible courses, have top-of-the-line clubs, and play high-end golf balls, yeah, it's going to get pricey very fast. It doesn't have to be though. Collecting original comic book art. I still haven't gotten into the real pricey stuff, but I still can't believe I bought an original comic book cover for $14,000. Thrilled to own it, but when I think about what I could have bought, or just stuck in stock, I almost have buyer's regret. Most pieces I get are several $100s though, not several thousands. Used to collect comic books, but once you start buying original art from the comics, they just don't seem worth collecting anymore, or at least in my experience and from what other collectors have said.
Comics are one of those speculator hobbies, like baseball cards or Beanie Babies. The intent is that you're investing in something that's expected to increase in value over time, and then selling it. If that's the case with your collection, then you haven't wasted any money, you've just invested it. I inherited a comic collection from my dad, but it's mostly worthless copies of West Coast Avengers and Gru. Just 4 boxes in a closet taking up space, but I don't have the heart to get rid of it.
Calling all wet shavers. Yes, it's supposed to save money because you aren't buying those damn expensive cartridge razors. But, artisan shave soaps and aftershaves all cost at least $15 to $30 each, and buying one inevitably leads to buying at least 10. Hahaha. Quality new safety razors cost at least $40 and straight razors are about 3-5x that. Premium razors can easily go for $200 to $400. Badger brushes also are not cheap. Many hobbyists have significant collections called shave dens with multiples of all the aforementioned products and a supply to shave daily for multiple lifetimes. For me, I enjoy the hobby as a form of daily self-care and meditation. This form of shaving takes a focused precision, else you can easily slice your face off. Also, you smell damn good.
Cosplay. I spend over $200 and around 1 to 3 months of time to wear a costume once or twice before moving on to something else. Breaks my heart. I'm not into video games, comics, card games, movies, or much else at Comic Cons, so the places I can wear my elaborate and fragile costumes is limited. I love making costumes, but I have nowhere to wear them.
I feel this. I spent a bunch making a costume this past year and I only got to wear it once. But it's so much fun.
Fashion. I have tens of thousands of dollars, almost $150,000 by last insurance estimate, of designer clothes, shoes, bags, and accessories. This actually doesn't count jewelry, both fine and costume. As a male, I've been told this is not common. It is certainly not to a Kardashian level, so I know it's probably peanuts in the long run, but it seems to be more than the other people I know. And it costs me a lot to keep going. But I enjoy it.
Now that is an expensive hobby. I'm glad you enjoy it.
It really is. Just a note, I sort of turned it into my part-time career, too. I do personal styling on the side for my wealthy friends, although I don't rely on that for an income. It's mostly just for fun. My mother has an even larger wardrobe than me, so sometimes we both inform our friends and acquaintances about what's new / classic / trending / up and coming / what they need. It's just exhausting having to get a new outfit for every event. I can repeat only if it hasn't been photographed heavily or if a whole new group hasn't seen the outfits / shoes / accessories before.
Through hiking. Firstly, you're out of work for 4 months while you're on trail, then the gear is pricey, especially if you're trying to keep your pack weight low and buy ultralight stuff. My sleeping bag alone cost $670. Some things need regularly replaced due to wear and tear, i.e. a new pair of $130 shoes every 500 miles. Depending on what trail you hike, the towns you stop in can be very expensive, due to remoteness and lack of competition. Your one hotel option could be $200 a night, and a Cliff Bar at the tiny grocery store $5, really adds up when you need to eat 4,000 calories a day. Wouldn't trade this lifestyle for anything though.
I see people mention some of my hobbies: guitars, toys, and cars. I dropped guitars for now cause I'm super frustrated by it that I can't get the tone that I want. Toys, I got into Gundam since last year. I think I'm at 10K already, possibly even more. It's so fun, you know. I highly regret getting into cars. I got a Datsun 260Z right now. Workspace rent is like $100 a month, and the aftermarket parts for it are pretty expensive. Not to mention the restoration and removing the rusted parts has got to be the most tedious part. I just can't stop thinking of all the possible engine swap for it, but currently, due to money dried up cause of this damn economy, I just want to do a refresh on the stock engine, and get the triple Weber 45 and possibly getting a custom plenum of some sort to run a turbo setup. It's called blow-through turbo, I believe. The other is a Dodge Viper engine swap. The cutting and welding to make it fit is already hard enough, not to mention stressing out the wiring and harnesses. I got myself in some really expensive hobby this time, but it's really fun working on a car. It's like a 1,000-pound puzzle.
Music and gaming. I'll list all the gear. For gaming, PS5, PSVR 2, a gaming laptop with RTX 3060, nice 4K TV, a bunch of controllers, and an ungodly amount of games. For music, 2020 M1 Mac Mini, dual monitors, thousands of dollars of software, Novation SL61 MK3, Tascam Model 12, Yamaha HS5 pair, Marshall DSL40CR, Line 6 Helix, PRS-SE Custom 24 guitar, PRS Angelus A60E acoustic guitar, Jackson Concert X bass, 3 Shure SM57S, 1 Shure Beta 52A, 2 Rode M5S, Alesis Nitro electric drums, sound treatment setup in home studio, and not to mention all the cables and drumsticks and stuff. Planning on buying an acoustic drum kit soon. It's all worth it though.
Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.